Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a tutorial on how I made this organizer. It can be utilized for putting in your art supplies, pens, pencils, or utensils. I made the pockets wide enough so that my pocket can fit 2 pencils and my spoons can go inside upside down. So you just wrap it and then you tie it, and it is a perfect organizer to have in the car or when you're traveling and need to find things in the car. So first of all, I cut out a rectangle, and the first mistake here that I made was that my interfacing was cut the size of my rectangle. Instead, it should have been smaller because you do not want to stitch your interfacing into your seam allowance, because when you turn it inside out, it will look really bad at the edges. So smaller interfacing than your rectangle. This should be your exterior fabric to which you are attaching it to. So next, my pockets. Now my pockets needed to be done tall enough so that my pencils or utensils did not fall out. You don't want to make those pockets too short. And then you go ahead and you fold over one of the edges, 1/4 inch, and then another 1/4 inch, and then you're going to stitch it all the way across to make it a nice finish. And once you're done with that, you can go ahead and you've stitched across, you can go ahead and make your markings. Now your markings are 1.5 inch spaced apart. Like I said, I'm working with scraps of fabric, so I had a little bit at the end left over. But once you have done your markings, you want to do a straight stitch across all of those lines, and that is what is going to make your pockets for this project. I find that a 1.5 inch pocket fits 2 pencils or spoons upside down to keep them in place. So next, my bias tape. Once I have stitched all of those pockets with a straight stitch, my bias tape, I just folded a piece in half and I placed it right along the edge of the pockets with my fabric facings right sides together. I go ahead and put the outside fabric, and I'm going to go ahead now and stitch all the way around, leaving a small opening at the bottom so I can turn it inside out. So this is once it has been turned inside out. You can see that it's a little wonky because my interfacing was as wide as my fabric, and it should have been a little smaller. And you're going to go ahead and iron it all the way as nicely, and then top stitch all the way around. And this is the final product with the top stitch already done. The pockets, like I said, are wide enough for spoons to go in upside down and for 2 pencils or 2 thin markers to go in. If you do decide to use it as a utensil holder and you put your spoons the other direction, the pocket is too wide and they will fall out. So you go ahead and you tie it, and that is it. Thanks for watching.